Anything new and important?
Hey James, welcome back. I'm just starting in a moment. I'm seeing your question. Just let me finish up setting up. In the meantime, I've not seen anything specifically new. I've not seen anything specifically new in the game. Just give me a minute and I'm gonna be back. I'm just setting up some stuff here in the background and I'll be able to answer. Because I don't know when you last checked, so I'm not sure what would be new for you. But I'm gonna give you a quick overview of what was added recently. Hello guys, welcome back to another day of me streaming. Today it would be Torchlight Frontiers. I'm loading up the game as we speak right now, so just give me a few seconds for the game to start. In the meantime, keep in mind my giveaway is still ongoing. You should be able to see the link on your screen in a moment, regardless on any platform. So I'm just gonna give you the big link and the long link and the short link. So I'm gonna first of all throw this here.
WB.
And thank you, James. And if someone wants the short link, this is it. So both lead to the exact same place, and you have a chance to win one Torchlight Frontiers Alpha key for the game that we will be streaming now. As for your question, James, I'm not sure exactly what is new for you, what you would consider new and what would you'd consider important. Uh, there hasn't been anything new since update 9. So if update 9 is new for you, then there has been a lot of things added with update 9, such as the Tree of Work, such as the enchanting system's first version, which is not the complete version of the enchantment system. It's not the version that we would be seeing at launch. There would be some changes. There are still some missing features, such as leveling up your recipes and so on. Basically, what I'll do today is I'm gonna finish up some of the contract quest, which is also something that was added with update 9. The second version of the contracts quest. We did have around update 4 or 5. We did have the first version of the contracts, and now we have the second version, which is basically currently pretty boring. It's not bad, but it's kind of boring because you're doing the exact same quests every week. There is no variety in those quests. The quests are in low level zones, so if you're a high level character, you would still not be so it still won't be so bad to do those low level quests, because even low level enemies can drop you legendary items that you can smelt, break down into essences for enchanting.
It's like free season pass, not.
It is, yeah, it is like a season pass. It is like what in other games they do something like a season pass, but instead of having free track and premium track, everything is available for everyone. I'm not sure whether they're gonna go for this after it's released, whether they would release some of the content like the bottom tier maybe could be for paid users or something like that. But in any case, it's not bad, but it definitely needs to be reworked again. It definitely needs to be reworked again, and there needs to be more ways of getting fame other than those quests, because currently it's time gated. So if you do those quests in a matter of few days each week, then you have to wait for the other few remaining days of the week until you get a reset of those quests. So it just takes a while, and it's kind of boring in a way. Some things are boring about it because it's always the exact same quests. It doesn't change every week giving you new quests. It just gives you the same old quests, and as I said, it's in low level zones. It's taking you all the way from level 1 and 5 zones to level 20 something zones and so on. So in a way, even if you're level 50, you're still gonna get blue gear, green gear, orange gear that you can turn into essences, those essences which you can use for enchanting items. So it's not so bad, but I still think there needs to be some stuff that's reworked about this system. In the meantime, there is one of the quests that is glitched, this one, Bug Stomp. I don't think it has been fixed.
Now I'm starting on part 2 or 1.
What do you mean, part 2 or part 1?
Yes, I know it's boring.
Part 2 or part 1? What do you mean with part 2 or part 1? I'm not sure what that would be. Do you mean something about the seasonal pass, or do you mean something about the fame quests? I think I was doing Hybrid Frontier before. Let me see my gear. Okay, with this character I'm gonna do Goblin. So I'm gonna go to Gobskill Canyon with this character, and later I'm gonna go and see if there's anything we've missed with the Hybrid. I think I had the last zone in the Hybrid Frontier left, or the last 2 zones. What about Gobskill Canyon? It's about here, then there's Haunted Cemetery. Okay, so let's do some Goblin Frontier stuff now. And then after that I'm gonna log on my Railmaster or the Forged. Either would be fine, and do some Hybrid stuff. And also, if anyone wants to play together, do let me know. Do let me know. I'm always happy to help. Currently, for the fame, as you can see, if I go back, we only have this active Goblin Expedition, and then there's coming soon a Hybrid contract. We don't know any info about this one. We just know that soon there will be something called Hybrid contract. Currently, the Goblin Expedition involves us getting Hybrid and Goblin quests. So maybe later on it will be split.
I'll join you after I have a meal.
Alright, Danny. Alright, Danny. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. I would prefer if you contact me here, because I might not see messages on Discord while I'm online streaming. While I'm not streaming, I do see those messages kind of more often. Sometimes I'm just too busy talking and I don't hear the notifications. So just throw me a message here when you're ready, or you can just even message me in game, but
Okay, I will.
preferably on the stream channel. So let's see. I need to go to Govskew Canyon and to the Haunted Cemetery, and I think I'd rather go to the Haunted Cemetery first. I still remember doing this quest the other time. Maybe I didn't complete it all. And something I forgot. I forgot to get myself a glass of water before starting my stream. Big mistake. Okay, I'm gonna go enter the next zone, the cemetery, and I'm gonna quickly go to the kitchen to grab myself some water. So let's quickly reach this. I'm gonna just run through the zone. Nah, what's here? Okay, I think that's yeah, invisible wall. One of those invisible walls. We've been reporting a lot of those. It's sometimes around trees and those stumps where those invisible walls would be seen. Alright, let's start loading up, and
This game
give me a
was
moment. I'm
released.
gonna quickly go pour myself a glass of water because I forgot to do this while setting up the stream.
Really? Game asterisk.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go to the kitchen. So about your question, uh, this game is not released. This game is in alpha, not a beta, but even early development. It's an alpha version, so it's far from released. It was supposed to, well, not supposed to, but the first estimate was the game would be released this year. But now it's clear that the game would not be released this year because the developers want to take their time. They want to make sure everything's ready before releasing the game. So they can't give
Oh,
us an
okay.
estimate now. But you have a chance to win an alpha key. You can use the link which is in the chat. If you want, I can give you the link again. So you can use this link. And I'm running a giveaway which on Sunday at 10 p.m. UK time, which is GMT plus 0, I think, with the winter time, or maybe it's plus 1, but in any case, currently in the UK it's 6:18. So Sunday at 10 p.m. UK time will be the drawing for one alpha key. So unfortunately I only have one key, and there's some multiple ways you can get entries by following my streaming channels or joining my Discord server or whatever else you can see there, like following me on Twitter or so. So whichever is your preferred way to enter, you can decide. You can either use only one of the ways to enter, or you can use multiple ways to enter. And good luck to everyone who has signed up for this giveaway. If someone is playing the game and wants to group up, as I was just mentioning earlier, feel free to let me know. Just throw me a message here in the chat while I'm streaming and I can always join you. If you see me online in the game and I'm not streaming, I can also probably be fine to group up with anyone unless I'm recording a build video or anything like that. Oh, okay, I forgot I don't pause when I open my inventory in this game. Okay, let's give my pet some stuff to carry for me. My wood carrier. Oh, in the meantime, my quest here is to get gargoyles. So let's see where we can get some gargoyles. They're normally around those buildings or around those hills. Yeah, there's one here and another one here. Let's see if one of them would come down and fight us. It doesn't seem to want to. Okay, well, sometimes there's gargoyles down here. There we go, there's one here. Oh boy, oh boy. This fire deals a lot of damage. Okay, so one more gargoyle. I think this one. We can fight this one. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing those fame quests. So those purple quests, not the orange ones, but the purple, are weekly quests that give you fame. And as you gain fame levels, and as you gain fame levels, you unlock different rewards. There are 60 fame levels, and each week you have 36 different fame quests to complete, roughly. I think that's the exact number, but I can't confirm that's it. I haven't counted them, but since we have I think 3 contract quests per zone, and we have 6 zones of each frontier, 2 frontiers, I think that's kind of it. Like 18 times 2 should be 36. But maybe some of the zones doesn't give 3 quests, or it gives like 2 or so. But I think that's kind of a rough estimate, but should be pretty close to the actual number, if not exactly the actual number. So if all the quests were working, because I know for sure this quest Bug Stomp is glitched. This enemy quads does not spawn.
They
So
really
I
need
know
to
for
push things
sure
now
you
that D4 announced.
cannot complete this. Well, I'd rather they don't rush the game. Yeah, maybe they could hire new developers, more developers to help speed up the development, but then that's not always a good thing unless there's a way to get a new developer reacquainted with the system and so on. And since it's a small studio, they can't work with the speed Blizzard could work. Blizzard probably already has just from the development team probably has over 50 developers working on the game, whereas this studio is probably 50 people altogether, developers, artists and all. And I'm thinking that on Diablo 4 probably there's over 100 people for the whole team already working on it after they announced it. Of course, that's just my guess, but I'm pretty sure that the people working on Diablo 4 are probably more than the people working on this game. And Blizzard has a bigger budget than, let's say, Extra would have for this game. So I'd much rather they just take their time and make it good. And by the time it's ready for beta, open beta, which is kind of like a soft launch, by the time that happens, then we would have something good at our hands, something to play together and enjoy. I'm already enjoying the game. I've been playing it for, what, 9 months? 8 months maybe? Maybe I've been playing it for 8 months, just a rough estimate, since somewhere around springtime is when I started playing this game. And roughly around the same time I started streaming it, so it's been a while, and the game definitely has grown a lot since then, and there's definitely a lot of things that are still to be added. Like just at the tip of my mind, I can tell you about 2 relic weapons that are going to be added. Then there should be a new frontier getting added. Let me just check if it will show you. If it will show you the travel board. So that's links for the travel board. I'm gonna post them on all platforms. I'm not sure if it posted it. Did it post it on YouTube? The link? Yeah, it did. So if you check this link, you could see the roadmap. You could see what is being planned for the far future and what is being planned for the near future. So you can definitely see that they have some things in mind for the game for when it releases and for before it releases. So what you're seeing as short-term goals is things that would be added with the next big update, most likely. And some things would be the new frontier and hopefully those two relic weapons that they've shown us, the electric and uh, and the ice relic weapons. Currently we have 3 relic weapons, which are fire, like burning relic weapon, poison relic weapon, and a bleeding one. So I'm definitely gonna be very happy when they add those other 2 ones. Okay, I don't need this. So what you're seeing me do now is breaking down equipment I don't need, which gives me essences, and those essences are used to enchant stuff. So you collect those essences, and if I have an item like this one and I want to add this enchantment, it would cost me 5 green, 4 blue and 1 legendary essence. And it would add a list of different possible enchantments for each one that's possible. So if I like select a different item like this one, you see I can add blunt force, which is bonuses for bleeding and critical strike builds, for code and fire builds, control and crowd control and shock builds, and so on. So you can disenchant items to remove all the enchantments, and this is a new system and it's still incomplete. We already know that there's more things to be added in this system than what we're currently seeing. So we will be staying tuned for when they roll out some additional features for that system. In the meantime, let's see what other quest I had. Gobskill Canyon, Dry Brambles. Damn, I thought I did some of that last time I streamed. Maybe it restarted it back to 0, but I think I got at least 2 of those before. I'm not sure why, but let's get those. I'm thinking it's only in this zone, in the Gobskill Canyon. So I'm gonna have to stay there. I'm also having troubles with my Mixer chat, so if anyone is writing on Mixer, if I don't see the message, apologies for that. I'm having troubles of joining Mixer chat on my channel and on other channels. I had that trouble today, and my Mixitup, which is relaying some of the messages, is not working. Hopefully my restream would be relaying the messages, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna rely on Restream. Hopefully it would relay them. So, I need to go to Gobskill Canyon now. Oh, Phase Beast. This beast you're seeing here, this purple beast, you kill it and it spawns a portal to instanced roguelike dungeon. A dungeon where if you die you can't return. And it's a random dungeon with random bonuses and random map modifiers. And it's always your level. You see it spawned a level 50 plus dungeon. I don't want to go there right now, but normally it's very nice when you see such a beast, because that's a free map. You don't have to pay gold for this map, and it could be better and more rewarding than a regular map you can buy from the store. It could be the equivalent of a blue map, or it could be even the equivalent of a orange map. Or it could be as good as a green map, which you can buy from the store. So firing pins from goblin gunners. Okay. Well, we're getting a lot of those. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in this zone, complete that. Oh wow, this did a lot of damage to me. I'm also happy that they've added difficulty levels. So if someone wants to make things hard, painful or ridiculously hard, they can do that and just get a bit of more bonuses while doing so and get that extra challenge. And there's also hardcore mode now, so you can create permadeath characters which you would be testing the limits of yourself to see how far you can push it before dying. So there's things getting added bit by bit, feature by feature, and that's all that matters. As long as they keep the stuff coming, as long as they keep updating, adding new things, upgrading the old things, reworking stuff for the better, I think everyone would be happy about this. Actually, I should not do this here. So how many more goblin gunners do I need? Oh, and this quest is glitched, the one with the moss rats. It keeps resetting. I keep disabling it, it keeps re-enabling itself. Okay, one more goblin gunner pin.
TLF region locked in Russia, so I need to launch it with VPN, but then I can play it with my Russian IP.
Oh yeah, VPNs are very nice for certain things like that. For me, I used to use Russian VPN
so
actually.
I basically pay for subscription to play this game $D.
Well, you can try and use a free VPN, but free VPNs have limit on the connection. So for people like me that are streaming games, using the free VPNs or the free proxies does not do the trick. Because I tried playing the Russian version of Lost Ark, because I had a closed beta invite for Lost Ark, the Russian version, and I played it with a free proxy, but there was a limit of my upload and download. And when I added streaming into the mix, it was terrible. Without the streaming added into the mix, it was fine. But since my streaming is using a lot of bitrate and so on,
that costs just $1, it's not a big deal.
well, $1 a month is not a bad deal at all. Most people use Exit Whack, which is kind of the most
Ark
commercial
didn't like
one.
it too much.
Yeah, Lost Ark is a bit of a too much like an MMO. It's like an MMO with the isometric camera and all the action RPG elements and stuff, but it has all the things that MMOs have, like siege wars, crafting, gathering and stuff like that from what I've heard. I think it will be more suitable for MMO players than your typical ARPG Wooter fan. Because it's more demanding, it requires more grinding, it requires more stuff, but at least it has PvP, so people that like to compete with each other would be able to do that in Lost Ark. So definitely more for the MMO crowd rather than the crowd that plays Diablo and Path of Exile and Grim Dawn and so on. Currently, probably the ARPG with nice features in books would be Grim Dawn for me, but I've played it so much that it's just more of the same, which for some people is good. For me, I kind of am burnt out on Grim Dawn. My biggest problem with Grim Dawn is having to level up when I make a new character. Having to go through the campaign on one difficulty, then on another difficulty, and just the whole process of getting a character to endgame in Grim Dawn for me takes so long. When there's so many good builds you can try, if you have a level 100 character that's like a blank tabula rasa kind of character, it would be nice if you have one of those that you can just take and make a build for it and so on. But I guess I've just played it too much and decided to just take a break last time I played it. I did play it a few months ago because my buddy asked me to play it together, with the Forgotten Gods expansion. And there was recently some announcements about the latest update that's coming. I'm not sure if it already got released. But if someone's looking for a good MMO, not MMO, for a good ARPG, that is more like your typical ARPG instead of like Lost Ark that looks more like an MMO, Grim Dawn and Titan Quest are some good suggestions. And Grim Dawn has a Diablo 2 mod. So you're kind of using the Grim Dawn engine, but you're playing the Diablo 2 quests with the Diablo 2 characters and everything.
I have to say I didn't like GD for some reason. Have you played Loki?
Woki? No, I've not played Woki. What I like about Grim Dawn is the modding community has come up with great stuff, especially that Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror is the mod of the Diablo 2 conversion mod. It's a nice mod and it's definitely worth checking out if you're a Diablo 2 fan and if you have that nostalgia. It's really interesting. I mean, I had fun playing it, and I still have it installed on my computer for when I have time to play it. Chaos Bane also isn't a bad game, but I still think it lacks some end game additions. Oh, if you haven't finished Grim Dawn, you would really be having a blast if you've never finished it. Just the basic game is a lot of fun.
I like Revenant.
It's fun completing it at least on one of the difficulties. Yeah, I remember Nox. Nox was fun as well. Nox definitely was fun. Oh, I completed this fame quest now. Okay, I got myself an eagle. New pet, hooray. So now we're gonna go to my fort again. And what else would I... Oh yeah, I was saying about Warhammer Chaos Bane. It's also a decent game. It has a lot to offer, but when it comes to end game, it's still pretty bland. There isn't too much, and it's pretty... It gets pretty boring pretty fast unless you switch characters often, which is what I normally do when I play Chaos Bane. So yeah, Chaos Bane is suffering from a lack of endgame stuff. But they've been working towards adding more endgame stuff in it, so that's a good thing. Oh shit, I ruined my fort last time. I removed some of the floor. I think it was here. Wait. I think I had something here before. Not sure if it was this or not. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Are you waiting for Diablo 4?
Oh, I think everyone is waiting for Diablo 4. I definitely am waiting to see what the game would be without trying to overhype myself for the game. Because even Diablo 3 was amazing when they were announcing it, but when the game released it was completely different from the first previews. I do think that Diablo 4 is in good hands though. I do think it's in good hands, and I do think it will be much better than what Diablo 3 was when it was announced, and much better than what it was when it released and what it is now. Just the whole atmosphere, just the whole setting of the game seems to be
it looks gorgeous,
a step closer to the second installment rather than the third.
Diablo 3 was great and the cartoonish was good.
Diablo 4 currently looks like an updated version of the Diablo 3 engine. So the skill animations look amazing. When it comes to textures and so on, it's not anything special. It doesn't look like very high-end graphics, and this is good. That means even mid-range PCs would be able to run it without experiencing some heavy difficulties.
The real problem was no real new content after the Reaper.
Yeah, the real problem was that the lack of content, and for me the most the worst problem in Diablo 3 for me was the no limit on Paragon levels, the endless number pushing. There was no real competitive aspect of the game rather than no lifing. So the bigger no lifer you are, the higher you would go in the rankings. The more time you spent into the game, the more greater rift levels you would push. Because you would have more paragon levels, you would have more stats, and those more stats would give you an edge over someone who maybe spends just a couple of hours a day compared to someone who spends like 8 hours a day grinding XP. So I think there always needs to be a limit when it comes to things like paragon levels, if you're doing a competitive PvE aspect of the game. If you don't balance the competitive aspect and you just let people gain levels endlessly, of course the ones that gain more levels would have advantage than the ones
Indeed,
that don't
this
have
no
as
cap
much time
thing
to
just
spend.
pushed me to stop playing.
This was one of the main reasons that it pushed me to stop playing as well. It just makes sense to have some sort of limit. Because then it's just time spent versus skill when it comes to pushing your build to the limits and competing with other people who use the exact same build. And it really was all about the gear though. The gear and how you use the build. So some people would get very lucky, get those amazing ancient mythical or whatever items, and they would get the same build, but in the end it's always about the paragon levels, and the bigger no lifer you are, the harder you would be able to push those greater rifts.
Did you try Pagan? The game was
I've not
great in
tried
early
Pagan. I
access, then
really
they
don't
just
have
ruined it.
I don't have the ability to afford buying new games. I really want to try games like Pagan and Last Epoch. Last Epoch is probably something I would want to try more than Pagan. Although Pagan is closer to my country's mythology and legends, urban legends and so on. Old legends, I mean, not urban legends. So Pagan is kind of closer to that Eastern European mythology. So I really think I would like playing it just for the setting. And I think Last Epoch is something that I would enjoy as well. So if I do have a chance to play those games, I would definitely do that. Because they do seem like fun games to me, from games in the genre. Then there's things like Kill Squad, and then there's Fractured, which is also another one. And there was another one which I kind of keep forgetting the name of. But there's a lot of games in the genre that are coming sooner or later. And here I'm not seeing the notice board, the quest notice board, the bounty board. There should be some bounty quests in this zone, which I'm not seeing. So here is the waypoint, and normally next to the waypoint is the
behind
bounty.
Last Epoch was great, but I'll wait for launch.
I'll do the same. When it comes to Last Epoch, I'm probably gonna wait for the launch, and if I have the money to get it then, I might get it. The worst thing I could do is maybe if they do a trial version, like a trial weekend or something like that, for people to test it. Because for me, if I watch someone play the game, it's not the same as experiencing it myself. Even if I watch a stream for 10-20 hours or so on, I'm still not gonna really feel the game. I'm gonna see what it looks like when someone else plays it, but it's a whole different story when you go and experience the game yourself, when you try and make a build yourself without watching anyone else's build or something like that. So from what I'm seeing from other people playing the game, it definitely looks good, and it definitely would provide me with hours of fun, which is all games should be about, providing you with enough fun to be worth every dollar spent. The same way people go to the cinema. If you go to the cinema, you give a certain amount of money and you have like 2 hours or 3 hours of fun, of entertainment. So that's kind of how I look at games. Depending on the hours of entertainment you can get out of one game, it's either worth it or not worth it, the price tag. When it comes to expensive games that are like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 dollars, you definitely would wanna get that number of hours just from the story without even counting the end game and the grinding. And as you probably can tell from my channel's description and my take on what TLF would mean for me, I definitely am all about the wood and all about the grinding and getting good wood and stuff. So what's my mission here? Kill skeletons and to kill Rodgord and to collect a jar of teeth. And who keeps their teeth in a jar? That's a weird place to keep teeth. I mean, I've seen pickled brains, pickled babies, pickled animals in different horror games and so on. But pickled teeth? Really? And that's the good kind of really, like when they surprise me with something that weird, I'm really happy. If a game surprises me with that kind of weird shit. That's another good thing I like about Borderlands. The humor of Borderlands is amazing. And Torchlight Frontiers is kind of in that kind of a similar universe that it's not taking itself too seriously. There's this kind of weird humor which fits very well into the whole game. The same way Borderlands says unique kind of humor fits well with the game. We're kind of used to seeing it there. Okay, Demon Taker. He's dropping a lot of stuff recently. And speaking of Borderlands, tomorrow probably I should be streaming some Borderlands. I was wondering whether I should do Borderlands today and Torchlight Frontiers tomorrow, but I decided to just do it the other way around. Torchlight today, Borderlands tomorrow. And on Sunday, it might be PvP on Paladins, it might be PvP on another game, but it's definitely gonna be some PvP game on Sunday. During the daytime, and then during the evening I'm gonna be doing some Torchlight when it's time to announce the winner of the giveaway. Okay, how many more skeletons? I think I've killed enough. Let's go for the boss fight. I'm just gonna rush this. Should be somewhere here. I'm really excited about the new frontier in this game, and I'm excited to see what they would do with the levels. With the character levels, with the skills. How many skill points are we gonna have when they add a new frontier? Are we still gonna have 100 skill points total? And if yes, how are we gonna get those skill points? Are we gonna get 33 or 34 or 35 from frontier and just spend them however we want until we
when
get
it's
100
supposed to
total?
come out Torchlight.
Okay, TCP. Oh, TCP Snake. Torchlight Frontiers currently does not have a set in stone release date. My guess would be the middle of next year. But this is just a guess, this is not the actual release date, so I cannot confirm whether that would be when it is coming. So for now, just be sure that it won't be this year. It definitely won't be this year because it's still in alpha, and before a release date, there's gotta be a beta,
Okay,
closed beta,
got
and
it,
then
thanks.
open beta. For now, I'm running a giveaway for one key. You can check the link in the chat if you need me to copy the link for you. This is the link. You can go and sign up, and on Sunday I'm gonna draw one winner. It's not gonna be me who's drawing it, it's gonna be the website that I created the giveaway on. But feel free to sign
no
up.
wipe before release.
Oh, they've stated there will be no wipe before the release. I can quickly show you that there will be no wipe before the release.
I've done it already yesterday, thanks.
Okay, I wanna go to the main menu. Oh no, well, when you log in, it already says that they're not planning on having any wipes. So you would be sure that there won't be any wipes. But you never know, it's an alpha. So
I saw the news, yes.
yeah, so they're saying it that there won't be, but you never. Oh, there's Danny. The man, the legend on the screen, he's live. In the town. So you never know, since it's an alpha, things could go wrong, they might need to wipe the data, but of course, hopefully they wouldn't. I'm gonna go quickly to dismantle some stuff, break down some stuff.
Okay, let me get some water and we can go.
Sure. Are you doing the Fame quests as well? And guys, anyone who wants to join, feel free to. We can either do some endgame map works, or I can help you with quests and leveling up. Anything's fine for me. I'd much rather have some company when playing rather than just playing solo. Because over the past few months I've been mostly playing solo. I've barely been grouping up with other people. And it does get a bit boring. And when we're playing together, there's more wood chance as well.
I wanted to finish Goblin main quests and then go Hibid.
Oh, you wanted to finish the Goblin main quests? That shouldn't take that long. I can, especially if I'm in the team with my mage, it would be quick. Although my game just crashed. Not sure if you're seeing this error report on the stream. Let me check. Yeah, it is showing you the error report. Okay, well, let me report it. Send and restart.
We see it, $D. I'm on the last location on Goblin's BTW.
Alright, so yeah, that's what I was talking about, guys. There are no planned character or progression wipes. Alpha and beta players will not lose their progress. This is what they're saying. And they're gonna try and make sure that this stays that way, but you never know. Because if they change things drastically to such a way that they really need to wipe, they probably might, but so far that's not the plan. And it's nice because we've spent months testing stuff, getting wood, getting progression and stuff. So it definitely is nice knowing that all the progress we've done will be kept. So I was gonna go to my fort to quickly break down some stuff. Alright, so feel free to send me an invite. I'm gonna accept it and I'm gonna just quickly break some items down into essence. And if I'm on my mage, it's gonna be quick helping you, because I think this one's gonna give you some extra boost for the damage with consecration and stuff like that. And it definitely is faster when you're doing things, even if it's just one other person with you, it definitely feels faster. Okay, a lot of green essences. Yeah, oh, I'm over 500 green essences already. So there's that. So my goal is 200 blue and 100 orange essences.
Also,
Of course,
I
100
wanted
orange
to
would take
ask,
a while.
are those account side quests infinite?
As account side quests? Do you mean the contracts? Currently, the contracts you know you get them each week, and once you reach level 60 fame, it resets. It
No.
starts all the way from zero, from one. Which account side quests do you mean? There are some that are glitched. Some quests are glitched. Did you say the vast goblin zone? River Run, so that's where you are. Well, before
I
that,
sent
I'm
it to
gonna
your Discord server.
to my
Yes,
Discord
the
server.
last one.
The goblin skulls for me is glitched, and the moss rats I think also was glitched. When it comes to end of the line, I'm not sure, but there are some quests that are definitely glitched. So when you reach 19 out of 20 goblin skulls and you collect the 20th, it goes back to a different number, and this is just a bug. It's not an infinite quest, it's just a bug. And the same goes for the moss rats. So it's kind of annoying to have such glitches, but it's an alpha. As long as we report those things and they are aware of them, eventually they get fixed. And on the official Discord channel, the official Torchlight Frontiers /play Torchlight Discord channel, there's a bug hunting place where you can just post different issues. So this quest board does not have anything for me. What about this one? And did you send me an invite or should I invite you? By the way, did you see what I posted on my Discord server? Yesterday's stream ended up being 6 hours, 6 minutes and 6 seconds. That's the best. I don't know how it ended up being like that. Even if I tried to make it like that, it would have been difficult to time
I
it.
sent it already yet.
Okay, if you've sent it, then I should see it. Alright, let's just do that.
And I also seen that 666 time he.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So what's your quest? Do you need to go to a certain dungeon or something? Do you have hammer spin for movement speed? Because if you have hammer spin and we combine it with what's its name, with luminous run, it's gonna be a lot of movement speed for you. Like if I pass you with luminous run, look at that movement speed, man. You're Speedy Gonzalez, because you have the speed from hammer spin and then you have the extra speed from luminous run. You can just go charge right into a bunch of goblins And give them bunches of punches with the hammer though, instead of your fists. Getting some stuttering while the zone is loading. I guess it's just the way it's loading. Or maybe it's in-game lag or anything, but I should enable something. I want to check my FPS, how it changes with this game when I'm streaming. So far, my task manager or anything that's showing me the usage seems to be pretty nice. Nothing's going overboard. Let me quickly check. Yeah, CPU usage staying around 60% total, and the GPU is around 90 and around 80. With the streaming included 1080p. Let's see now. I'm not seeing your quest objectives, so yeah, I'm just gonna try and follow you around, see how things go. Well, it's still showing me you're gathering something here. Is your character
I send
stuck?
it to server.
Oh, okay. Oh, champion goblins. Okay, we're gonna defeat some champion goblins. That's not that hard to deal with quest. Okay, this one should count as some champion goblins. And those should also count as champion goblins. And I also have some stuff to collect here as well for my contracts. So that's nice. Oh, there's something here I can loot. Collect all the things. I guess that's the quest I'm doing now. Collecting jaw bones and all the things. Oh, there's a chest here. Wow, is my pet full? I guess not yet, but he will be in a moment. I should remember to keep sending my pet to sell stuff before it gets filled with junk items. To just save some time. And while the pet is traveling, you can still give him items, which is kind of saving you some. Maybe you can even save up to a minute if you send him pretty early and keep getting a lot of food during that time. You're only losing the aura buff, which in my case is some extra crit chance, not so bad. And I see that you're using the flamethrower and the shield car. The shield car is amazing. If you want damage reduction to be pushing hard content, that's your best bet. Currently, you can do ridiculous with the shield car without problem. Like if you decide to go on the most difficult setting on ridiculous. Oh, we're on normal. Do you want me to try and push it onto a higher difficulty? Or is normal the better option for you? Let's try difficult. Because I normally play on difficult, but maybe because I'm in the team you can now do it in difficult. With me here you shouldn't be having much problems on that difficulty, especially with shield car. And it's gonna be better XP for you. And with this class, this is the class that can push ridiculous with the correct build. With this shield car. Shield car together with a lineage setup is probably all you need if you want to be pushing ridiculous difficulty. Without dying much. Just kind of cheesing it. Of course, any class, any build can push ridiculous. There's just gonna be some one-shot situations unless you have fully enchanted items and everything with shit tons of defenses. But most of my characters have maximum 2 enchanted items so far. So it's gonna be a while before someone has all of their items with 2 sockets or more being enchanted and being endgame wood like after the story, post level 30 something. Level 50 is probably out of the question for a new player, unless they really go all in and spend over like 8-10 hours a day for a few weeks.
Got my contract quest.
Oh, you got the contract quest. I still need one more jawbone. I'm not sure who drops it, but we're killing whatever we encounter, so eventually it will drop. Yeah, really not sure what drops it, but
I
should be
always
some
think
of
your
those.
spider are enemies, lol.
That's kind of like me playing Borderlands with a Fwak in my team, or even if I'm Fwak, I keep mistaking my pet or the other Fwak's pets for enemies, because they look like some of the enemies in the game, whereas this game actually doesn't have spider enemies. So, in a way, eventually you get used to it. Once you play with the Bane for a while, you get used to it. But in Borderlands, your pet actually looks like a lot of the enemies in the game. And if you're doing a map with such enemies, you kind of start hitting it, thinking it's one of them. I have a quest for Goblin Fire Dancers, those little enchanter buffer goblins.
There was spiders enemies in caves. No.
I don't think there's in Torchlight Frontiers, maybe in Torchlight 1 and 2. But I don't remember. Oh, there's the new. Yeah. Never mind me. With the new update, they added spider enemies. They added poison and fire spiders. So
they're
just
like
scratch that. There's green and red spiders. There's 2 types. Ones that shoot poison and ones that shoot fire. So scratch that. I forgot that with this update they added the spider enemies. With update 9. And it makes sense, otherwise it would be kind of a waste of the asset to just use it for the skill instead of using that asset, just slightly remodeling it and using it for an enemy. It's an amazing asset to have, so why not create an enemy out of it? Alright, I forgot to send this. Is your quest completed? Do we need to go and kill a boss? Because we're pretty close to the boss, I think.
Boss, yes.
Okay. Oh, look at how many. Oh, I'm gonna use my relic weapon here, just to make sure we get a lot of them. And a lot of shrines. I guess my quest for the fire dancers cannot be done here. I'm not seeing those shamans, the fire dancer shamans. I'm only seeing the little apprentices. Elite enemy somewhere here. My pet still not returned. Oh, legendary. If only I could drop it for you. Although this one is mage legendary focus, so it wouldn't do much for you. Let's see. Oh, it has two sockets. It's kind of the same one I'm... Oh no, it's not the same one I'm using. Interesting one. I'm gonna check it later. But the model seems to be the same. Yeah. For a WoW level 1 it's pretty nice. Was it Absolver? Energy cost for Absolver. Definitely a fun one. And a chance to stun if I'm not mistaken, yeah. And you can upgrade it with even more chance to stun if you choose to do so. Have that stun built. Now with the enchanting in the way of build making, it's gonna be nice. You can go all in on stun builds. And since the Realm Master has an amazing ability such as Pound, and there's a lot of items that modify the damage of Pound, and Pound has a decent chance to stun, and you can get some gear with extra chance to stun, and you can have some amazing stuff. And since you have that what's it called, Lantern Flash, that gives you a passive synergy for extra damage to stun, SWOT, and what else was it? Targets. Kind of forgot the third one. But to crowd control targets, let's say. So it's a pretty nice combo. And then Spike Drive can SWOT targets. Let's see the pet. Doddy. I don't need Doddy. Nor Jack. Let's just release this one. I've already got the same one multiple times. Those holy doddies. Oh, netherproof phasic chest, wife bound. I wanna see what this looks like. Okay, I've seen this before. So now off to the fort, or I'm gonna go to my fort. But you can go and turn in your quest. You can make a portal, turn in your quest. I'm gonna salvage some gear in the meantime. And how's my Fame quests going? I've got a few more. I did unlock a bald eagle pet earlier, and I unlocked something else. I unlocked a new mage statue, new wardrobe. I'm definitely gonna have to work on this on the weekend. Maybe on Saturday or on Sunday off stream, or maybe on stream I can rebuild my fort from scratch. I'm gonna remove everything and rearrange everything and so on. Because there's a lot of new assets that I wanna implement. from those contracts that we got. So this one, chance to blind, one chance to stun, and energy cost for Absolver. I do wish I needed it, but it's low level and I do need the essences more. So yeah, it's just gonna get broken down. Alright, when ready, let me know where to port to which zone and so on, depending on where your quest is. In the meantime, how am I doing with resources? I wonder if I should upgrade some resources to a higher one. I've got shit tons of sandstone rocks, so maybe I can try and craft some. So this is how we craft. You take walks and create planks. You take sandstone rocks and you create sandstone blocks. You take, where was the other one? You take tin bars and you take tin nuggets and you create tin bars and so on. And those are used for different relic weapons. As you can see, this uses sandstone blocks and ash blocks.
I need to have 400 fire def LOL.
400 fire defense. Well, that's not so hard to get. At your level, at the things that we're doing, you should be able to get 400 easily. So if you're doing the river run quests, I think even green gear should be enough to give you 400 fire defense. You're probably wearing a lot of physical defense gear or maybe some heavy gear. Okay, while it's loading the zone, it's kind of stuttering for a while. I'm gonna be killing some enemies here. So if you need some gear farmed, we can quickly do some maps. Because with the maps you're gonna have some extra wood quality gear work. Or we can just farm in this zone.
No, I got it.
Oh, nice.
I had legendary, which gives me 500.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, and there's a level 50 map here. Okay, those are spawning in bunches. So let me know where and in which zone to come, like whether I need to be in a certain dungeon or so on. Oh, you got a dwarven motor blade, nice. This one has shit tons of attack speed. Unfortunately, it's a great sword, and great swords are the ones that have terribly slow basic attack speed. It says one thing, but when you compare it to another item
cool.
that's supposed to have the same one, it actually has less. Oh yeah, it definitely looks cool. It's one of the nice looking great swords in the game. I'm hoping that they would rework the attack speeds on the weapons, because currently the staff and the greatsword are supposed to have the same attack speed. But when you equip a staff and when you equip a great sword, you see the huge difference of the attack speed. I mean, the staff is attacking as fast as a one-handed sword, but it's saying it's attacking much slower on the tooltip. And the great sword is probably attacking slower than a rail hammer, and it should be, I think, a bit faster than the rail hammer. A lot of item farming here. I'm gonna have a lot of money. And this is what I do with the money. When I end up getting too close to the money limit, I buy maps. Entrance? Which entrance? Could you tell me the name of the dungeon or whatever? Because I really have no idea where to go to reach your quest.
Grove.
Oh, the Snotskin Grove. Okay, I'm coming. It's right next to me. You can start clearing. No need to wait for me at the entrance, though. Don't worry. That's not a high-level zone, so even if you kill some enemies or anything, I'm not missing out anything special. And I don't have a quest. I do have some contract quests, but that's fine. So let's see. I have a quest to get 100 monsters. There's more than enough in this zone. We can either do zigzag or we can do up, down, up. I need to try and find some shamans to kill. Those big shamans that shoot big fireballs. Oh boy. I wonder if this one would count for a fire dancer. Oh yeah, he did count for a fire dancer. That's nice. Oh, we've already killed 100 enemies in this zone. How's your XP? Are you getting decent XP now that we're grouped up? And that we're playing on difficulty instead of... I'm thinking that this difficulty is for the whole party. Oh, it's still on normal. So maybe only you can change the difficulty. Because even if I change it, it goes back to normal. Yeah, so since you're the party leader, it takes the difficulty based on what you've put there. But difficulty will only give you 10% extra XP. It's still kind of maybe worth it if you're leveling, but going above difficult while leveling might end up getting you killed more often. If you go for painful or ridiculous, and then you're gonna be losing time, and the XP would be in turn slower than actually faster. Ridiculous probably is good for farming, but knowing that you can get 80% gear work from items at level 50 and 5 from the tree and then 15 from being in party. No need to recreate the party. That's fine. I mean, I'm fine doing any difficulty, anything.
Notch the difficulty.
You should be able to change it. If you go press escape and change it, it should change. Maybe not from this map, but from the next map. Like once we change zones, it should change itself to the one you've set. Currently my gear work on this character is, I think, reaching the limit. It's 96 without counting the one from a party buff. Or maybe that's with the party buff, I'm not sure. But if we go in a map that gives us another 20%, I'm gonna be sure that I'm gonna be over 100. And 100 is the limit currently. So what I like to do on this map is, instead of killing the boss first, I kill those minions behind him. That's extra XP, which you would not get the extra XP if you kill the boss straight from the get-go. Fame level up. Alright, level 25 fame. Oh, really? Inventory full? Let's destroy some stuff. Right, let's claim. Okay, let's see the chest and maybe a pet. I'm really hoping there's gonna be a pet like the one I need.
I get 4th llama in a row.
Another ego. Well, for me it doesn't matter about the model, the type of the pet. For me it matters what skills I get. I really want nice skills. I really want to get the healing and the stun, but I can't. I'm just so unlucky when it comes to getting the stun and the healing pet skills. I think the game just will never drop those to me. I think it's glitched and it just doesn't want to drop those. At least for my characters. Maybe for other people it drops them all the time, but for me it never does. What skills have you got for your pets? Have you got... where was it? Have you got any of those 3 skills? Those 3 ones that are missing for me. Just I'm wondering whether it's super rare for other people or whether it's rare only for me to get those skills.
I don't have Def Aura and Stun skill, but I got healing.
So you have healing. Damn, I wish I had at least one of those. I mean, I'm kind of thinking it's glitched.
Random, just bad luck.
It's a terribly bad RNG, very badly made RNG. And it's been months of not getting this. I mean, the amount of time I spent trying to get those. I even found a way to, when the pet skills released, there was a way to keep spamming bosses. Like, I can teleport after the boss to my fort, then I go into my portal and then I'm back at the boss is respawned. So I did that for hours. Like, it took me less than a minute to get a boss kill and to get a pet. So I spent hours and hours, a minute per open pet. So I've probably opened around 200 and even more in a week. And thinking of it being a month since then, just think about the amount of pet cages I've opened, and still haven't gotten any of those kills. And I've seen others with those kills for sure. Fire
Damn,
Dancer, still
unlucky.
6 out of 8. Yeah, it is very unlucky. I think it's bugged for me. I think it's not
200.
working. And that was just within a week. Because there was a way to like leave a portal like this portal in the boss room, and then when I go back to my portal through this map, like this, when I teleport to this one from a waypoint or something, it would put me back into the boss room, the boss would be respawned, the pet cage would be respawned, and I would be
My
able
game
to get a
crashed
new
D
pet
carrot.
cage. Alright, well, alpha things, man. Alpha things. It crashes every now and then. So back then, I'm not sure whether this works still, but back then I could spam and farm certain bosses and their pet cages. I could just get 1 kill per minute. Every minute I can get 1 new pet cage opened. So
1 minute.
yeah, no worries. So think of it 60 or 50 maybe, roughly. You can say roughly 50 cages per hour. So 4 hours would give you 200 with that method I was using back then. I did it for a while, and then I stopped because I just decided to give up because the RNG was not on my side. I even reported this as a possible bug through the feedback in game, because it was possibly a bug to be able to do that. You could see how many pets drop with the, what's its name? It's mostly battle cry and defensive posture that I get. Every now and then I would get an aura, but it's mostly those two things I get. And another statue here. So let me know when you're done with that, and we'll see which quest we can start for you. I also have maps, as I said. Oh, which reminds me, let's go buy some more maps in the town. Because my money is reaching a huge number. It's been a while since I had so much gold. And now if I die, I'm gonna lose, what, more than 1,000 gold, I think. So I'd rather keep my gold around 3,000.
Okay, I'm back.
So this is what I do. When I have a lot of gold, when I have over 3,000 gold, I just go ahead and buy some maps.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's fine. A lot of maps have been bought. I'm gonna have to spend money on certain things in the base, I guess. And look, there are some people running around the town. We have this dude whose name I can't see, but I can see the name of his pet. Or maybe that's his name. just not showing above him.
What can I get for you? Glad you stopped by.
So, where are we going, by the way?
Hi there.
Oh, my pet's been bugging me for food. Okay, pet, let's give you some food. Tell the stream how much you want food.
Glimmering Grotto.
I'm not sure if you can hear the pet purring. Okay, let's give him some food now. There we go. The Glimmering Grotto, okay, where was this one? Here. Let's check the Glimmering Grotto. Okay, I see which way I need to go. Oh, a lot of pets, not pets, a lot of goblins here. Oh, and a legendary. What did I get? Escaped Hound's Harness. I've never seen something with this name. Nedrim Defense. Okay, and Bok Chance. 10.3 Bok Chance. It's better than my current one with 9.4 Bok Chance. And 2 enchant slots. Yeah, this is actually a keeper. Because all I care about is Bok Chance when it comes to my pet covers. And with the 2 enchant slots, even though it's a level 20 something item, I can add some high level probably enchantments. Or maybe the enchantments are the same level as the item. I'm gonna have to find out. Oh, another legendary somewhere here, yeah. Would be stop. Well, this is gonna get smelted. For sure. Oh, there's the portal to a level 50 map. Do you feel like doing a level 50 map? You're gonna get one shot there. And I doubt that you're gonna be getting a lot of XP. I think the XP is always the same per kill.
Why
Of a
not
certain
X-Carrot
enemy.
D?
Alright, let's go there. Let's go in. We can clear it quickly. And it's I think it's still normal difficulty, is it? If it's normal, you just have to stay a little bit back, because if you die, you can't return. This is a roguelike map. So if you let them hit you, you're probably gonna die. And since this is a Nether Beast map, there's no resurrected my current vocation or the likes of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to kill them.
It's on difficult difficulty.
Oh, it's on difficult. That's nice. So even I have a nice chance of dying here. Oh, and it's a emulator. Oh, perfect. So the chances of me dying are even higher now. There's some alpacas to save here. you probably would be getting level 50 items. But you can
How
still
should I
break
join
them
you?
down.
Carrot O.
You should. Can you not come inside? Did you not see the portal there? If you couldn't see a portal, then I can just escape. I don't wanna do it solo. We're here to help you now. So if you can't enter, if you don't see a portal, I think the portal spawned before you were in the zone. Maybe. So that's why you couldn't see it. So yeah, just go to the Glimmering Grotto. I'm gonna join you in a moment. I'm just voting now. Oh, it put me on the other end of the map. Okay, I'm gonna have to run.
No portal for me, I guess.
Yeah, I think when this portal spawned, you were not in the map, I think. It was kind of earlier when I was just killing random stuff while waiting or something like that. I'm loving this phase walk aspect of Luminous Run.
Maybe it's personal.
No. If you're there when it spawns, it's not personal. I've joined
I
other
mean
people's
private.
phase maps. It's not private. It's for the whole party. You just have to be in the map when it spawns, and it spawned like half an hour ago. So right before we started doing your quests. It's fine. We can see a new one now. Now that this one is gone, there will be a chance eventually to find another Nether Beast. They're not that rare. If you stick around in a public zone, eventually you would find it. Oh, some spider got you.
Oops.
That's those spiders. By the way, they are pretty nasty. Those spiders and the poison spiders can do a lot of damage with their projectiles. Oh, Netherim, okay. A lot of stuff dropping. They're taking their time to die. I mean, they're dying instantly, but before the model disappears and before its HP actually shows as empty, it's taking a while sometimes, like a slight whack, slight delay. And not always, just sometimes. I think when I kill many enemies with one shot, that's what sometimes makes this happen. And another legendary Woods Beast Pauldrons. Man, I wish I could give you all those drops. It's gonna be amazing when they make it so that you can give your if they make it, so that you can kind of like in Diablo 3 give your teammates the wood that dropped while you were in a party. I think this is gonna be a perfect way. Because this one that just dropped has amazing stats. It has a crit chance on the shoulder, which is something you would really be enjoying on any build. And it has defenses. Double fire and some goblin. So 1000 almost of each. Oh, my pet is back, right on time to give him some more stuff. I'm just gonna send him again, and while he's traveling I'm just gonna keep feeding him items. Oh, movement speed shrine. This one also gives attack speed, if I remember correctly now. Before it used to be just movement. I think now it's also attack speed. Is your quest just to kill the boss, or is there something else? Like gather something, collect, etc. Kill certain enemies.
BTW, is there any way to reset relic skills? Or got a new one?
Unfortunately you have to get a new one. You have to craft a new one.
I need to kill 9 more nethers.
You have to kill nethers. Okay, I'm gonna check a dead end we missed. Maybe there's some netherrim there. I have to kill 9 more as well. This is for a fame quest. But I was wondering if your main quest is also to kill netherrim or not. Because I do have that Q20 netherrim.
Main quest is the same, yes.
Nether purge. Also, you have a main quest with Q20 netherrim. Nice. Okay. I'm leaving some enemies behind me, but you encounter them, kill them. Oh, my pet's returned. Those poison spiders are such a great asset to any class. When you get so many of them up at the same time, it just so much damage with consecration, because all of them boost your damage if they're standing inside the consecrated circle. I'm assuming this is probably a bug, but if it isn't, I really hope it stays that way. The spiders counting as allies for the extra bonus damage per each ally standing in consecration. Let's see. I've never seen what this one looks like. Okay.
I can't go to the next location, D-Carrot.
How come? Is your quest saying you have to do something, or what does it say on the entrance? Does it
It
say
says I
something
need to
on the
kill 9
entrance?
more nethers.
Oh, well, I think I know where we might have missed those. If you want, let me run back and I'm gonna let you know whether there's any netherrim there. Oh, actually, I should have used my pet on running partner instead of sending him to the town to sell. Worst case, we can restart this map. There should be at least 10 netherrim in the map that we can kill. Yeah, I see some netherrim here. I'm gonna wait for you. Because I don't know how close to me you need to be for the kills to count. So let's just wait and kill them. Hopefully there's 9 of them. I only saw 1, but I'm sure there's more. Okay, 2. Wow, those are glitched, we can't hit them. Really? Really? Yeah, we're most likely gonna have to restart this map. I think it gave us a bad seed where it didn't spawn enough netherrim. Because we've explored everything. Or maybe there were enough netherrim spawned, but it didn't count all of them for the quest. In any case, something that should not have happened. Yeah, I don't see any of them spawning. So if we exit and re-enter, I think it's gonna be the same one. Not sure whether we need to...
So, how do we restart?
I think we need to go to the character selection and run back. Or just wait a bit. But the waiting is gonna be longer than just doing this.
Okay.
But yeah, there is the option of just letting it reset, like waiting for 8 or so minutes, 10 minutes or so before re-entering. So probably it's best to just log out to character selection, select your character and just come back here. It would be nice to send them feedback that this quest did not spawn enough enemies on the map and you needed to do it twice in that dungeon to get those completed. There you are here.
You look like a savvy shopper. Glad you stopped by.
Let's see.
Fresh shipment of goods. Good luck on your travels.
Really looking forward to enchanting this item, but first I want to get 100 legendary essences before I actually spend some of them on enchanting. And I'm wondering if it's really worth it enchanting this Woby item. Mostly the Dexter Bok chance is nice. And having those 2 extra enchant slots, I wonder if I can add some level 50 enchantments. So yeah, throw me an invite when you're ready. I'm gonna start teleporting and running to the same place, to the grotto for the Netherrim. And it's fun. It's fun when we are playing together for sure. Stacking up. Are you using dynamite? You're probably not using busting charge, or maybe you are. Stacking up your skills with the consecration. I'm wondering if this damnation works on allies, whether allies can get not mana but other things back. Maybe if my allies are dusk mages, this would work for them and give them some mana back, but if there are other classes, it probably won't give them steam and
I
other
should make
stuff like
another build
endurance.
when I get reset.
When it comes to builds, you can always ask me for some advice if you're wondering what to get. But yeah, the reset next week should be around Tuesday or Wednesday, when they normally do that. It's so nice having those respec opportunities
I will,
though.
thanks.
There's a lot of good stuff you can make on the Railmaster. You can either go full train build or you
I'm
can go
already at the
full
dungeon
lineage build.
BTW.
Oh, you're already at the dungeon. Okay, I'm coming. Let's see
I
now.
also want to try Dusk Mage.
Oh, mages are fun for sure. If you want that ranged nuke class, that's it.
I want to make train build.
The train build is fun, but keep in mind you can only have 2 train cars up at the same time. So the other train cars you would still want to level up for the passives, for the synergies. Okay, look at how many Netherrim there are here now. There were plenty. Just this group was over 10 enemies. And then look at how many more Netherrim there are. So last time we had a bed seat map. One where it barely spawned any Netherrim, whereas this time we already killed probably around 15-16 just from those first 2 encounters.
Now I need 3 Nether champs.
Three Nether champs. Well, hopefully this map has them. Does it say it needs to be in this map or could it be in any map? There's a dead end here. Let's see if there's any Netherrim there.
I think it's the next map of this dungeon.
Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be there. Probably is gonna be there, yeah. Oh, again, the inventory gets filled up pretty quickly. Are you getting decent XP by the way while we're doing that stuff? Oh, there's some nether champs here. I'm not sure whether those count as champs,
The
but they were
EXP is the
elites.
same as when I play solo, but it fill bar faster.
It fills the
sure.
bar faster because we kill things faster. When it's the two of us killing, it definitely is killing them faster. But yet the XP is always the same. I think even if you go into level 50 map with me, they would still give you the same amount of XP per kill. It's just percentage based. It's not giving a flat number of XP. It's giving a percentage, I guess. Okay, interesting. A lot of spiders, a lot of goblins. They're dying so quickly that the game can't handle it. And sometimes they're getting stuck before they do their dying animation.
Your pet has arrived.
Did you get the 3 champions kill completed? Because we did kill 3 champions. But since they were purple, maybe it's asking for the green ones or the yellow ones. Let's see. Getting those blues.
We need to go to the other map.
Alright. We will.
No champs for this one.
Alright, cause just wanted to make sure whether so it's saying to kill the champions in the other map, not to kill them, I guess. Oh, so many crits with this one hit. How's my crit chance at the moment, by the way? 53%, okay, more than enough. I mean, anything over 40% is a decent crit chance, or above 45. I'm not sure whether there's a soft cap on crit chance, but there is a hard cap on block chance, which is 40, so
It says
anything
go to
above 40
Subterranean
block
Trench
chance is
and after that it
overkill.
says kill champs.
Okay. So it definitely needs to be done there if it says, if it's written in such a way. Those bats are also a new enemy. The bats you can see in the caves. Are you already in the next map? Oh, never mind. You're over there. Oh, Staff of Shadows, nice. This actually looks nice.
Not yet.
I've seen that one. I wonder if it dropped something for me where it dropped
You're too
stuff
fast,
for you.
Carrot D.
Oh, there's some champions here. Oh, let's kill those. I just didn't notice you went this way. And I went the other way, so I guess that's what happened. But it's definitely better doing stuff in a team. This is tested many times, and even if you have just one more person, the clearing speed is definitely
I got the
quicker.
staff from bunch of skulls.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. That's how RNG might work for you. You can just break some destructible object or a bunch of skulls, a pile of skulls, and then get some some legendary items from them. That's why it's always good to try and open those
I
things,
usually get my
regardless whether it's
legendaries from boxes or
destructible.
skulls or logs. But not from the enemies, haha.
Most of the gear I get is from regular enemies, not from bosses, not from end of map chests. Most of the gear is just from regular, for your regular everyday normal guy enemy.
Your pack is too heavy.
Already a lot of blue stuff dropping for dismantling into essences. I've not seen the model of this one. Oh no, actually I
My
have.
character stuck equals VB equals.
Stuck? Type this. Type unstuck with a forward slash. It puts you at the start of the dungeon. So there is an unstuck command, and it's always helpful to use it. Sometimes the train can help you get unstuck, but just type forward slash
Oh, I
unstuck
just
and you
used my
should be
portal
fine.
LMAO. But
Yeah, that
thanks.
also works. That also works. I mean, I can open up a portal as well, and maybe you can teleport to mine, but I can't guarantee it would work. I still haven't encountered any, what's it called, Netherrealm champions. So even if I
I'm at the
encounter
next
them, I'm
map,
gonna
Darren.
wait for you. Yeah, I'm at the next map as well. Just keep going. Follow the trail of rooted stuff and I would say dead bodies, but they don't stay on the ground, so it's gonna be hard to follow that trail. You see me. Okay, I see you, so I'm gonna start killing stuff again. You should be within range for the XP. And there's the first Netherrealm champ. I'm gonna pull him closer so you get the kill. Maybe
There's a lot of fame loot stuff.
try and hit it so you get the kill for sure. Just wanna make sure that you're gonna get the kill. Okay. Let's get it now. And yeah, the fame wood is pretty nice. Some of it especially.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. So now we gotta kill 2 more of those big dudes, I guess. Maybe it's gonna be different Netherrealm champs. Maybe one of them is a brute, another one would be a swagger. We'll see. Although the brute is kind of the swagger. So one of them might be those snake-like ones. I got some stuff, I'm gonna check which one it is. Diseased grasp, okay. How are you finding the drop rate of legendaries? Do you like it, or do you think it's too much, or do you
I
think
like
it's
flamethrower
too
so
little?
much.
Oh yeah, the flamethrower car is my favorite car as well. It's not as OP. It's not as OP as the... Oh, Graz, this is a great weapon that you've just got. The Cinder Blade. For a fire build, it's
Got
amazing.
another legendary.
Yeah, the Cinder Blade I just saw. The Cinder Blade is amazing for flame builds. For burning builds. And if you're using flamethrower car, it's gonna be a great synergy for
The
you.
rate is okay when playing party, I must say.
Yeah, and if you have gearwork items, if you have a helmet with gearwork and gauntlets with gearwork, it's gonna be a good thing for you. So what I was gonna say, use one-handed weapons unless your two-handed is really a lot of better stats. But one-handed weapon and offhand would be better for most classes.
I don't get too many legendaries when playing solo though.
It makes sense. And the Cinder Blade, as you can see, gives you extra crit chance to burning enemies, and it sets the enemies on fire with your basic attacks. As well, well, with any attacks, not just the basic ones. So it's pretty good combo together with
for this sword.
Even if it's not a fire focus, it's gonna be fine. Even if you combine two elements, it's not a bad option, combining two different damage over times. Sometimes I try to combine three different elements. One from the weapon, one from the offhand, and one from the pet. I normally try to go for bleeding for the pet. There's the other brute, by the way. I'm just gonna do this. Did you get the kill? I hope you did.
Didn't hit
And
him
now
and
there
still
should be
got
one
it.
more. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's why I asked, because I saw you didn't hit it. I kind of didn't expect it to die that quickly. But it is pretty solidly dropping. All those essences, all those essences. I'm gonna be having some fun later on when I get some nice level 50 items to enchant.
Can't carry anymore.
More spiders. A lot of them. And some more. This way, you might want to come this way where I'm going, by the way. I think one of the brutes would be this way. Or maybe not, let's see. Did we kill all three of them, by the way? Or is there still one more left for the quest? If there's one left for the quest, I think there's a dead end we missed. Or maybe we haven't. By the way, here's a hidden chest. Sometimes there's a chest,
Nope,
sometimes
just
there's just those barrels.
One more.
Okay, if it's one more, then we might have to trace back all the way to
secret
there.
room.
Yeah, this is a secret room.
This
You
game
kinda have
has
to
those
break the
too.
door.
OMG.
It doesn't have too many for now, and you kind of learn them and you know that they're there. Once you see certain map layout, you would know that there would be a secret room there. Grimdown has a nice amount of secret things to discover, secret rooms and passageways and so on. Especially in some of those roguelike dungeons like Steps of Torment and stuff. What's Steps of Torment? I think it was called Steps of Torment. The one with the ghosts that had some secret passages in the walls.
Your inventory is full.
Well, I'm not seeing the other champion. Maybe it's in the next map. Let's see if it would let you go into the next map. If it does, then yeah, we're just gonna go there. I'm on my way.
I got them all carrot O.
Oh, you got them all, okay. That's nice. Alright, let's go kill us a boss. And I think this boss that we're killing might drop something like a crafting material, or maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think I'm mistaken. I think it was a skeleton guy that dropped the core for the blood sword. Do we want to kill the Ats or just go straight for the boss? So now we have to, I think, kill some turrets or something. Those stones, or maybe it's changed. I know there were some mechanics that something needed to be destroyed at certain parts of the fight. Yeah, those things. They're like shooting him or something. Now it's time for that one.
You can't carry anymore. Your pack is full.
Oh, pet, let's see. Chikawari, again defensive posture. I mean, come on, the amount of times I'm getting the same stuff is just unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete that one. And maybe I can delete this, and this.
Your pack is too heavy.
And put this, and this.
I like this boss.
Yeah, it's a nice boss fight for sure. This one, Wide World, Psora, all those bosses, Kronk. Yeah, I think I've looted anything I can. Now let me go to the town. No, actually I'm gonna go to my fort. You should be getting a legendary, I think, as a reward for completing this quest, or maybe it was for another quest. I know there was one of the quests from the main quest line that rewards a legendary item when you complete it. Oh, it's still loading my assets, my fort assets. Wow, it's taking a while. Did it get stuck or something with the loading? Oh, never mind, it started loading up.
Your pet has returned.
So much essences. This one, it is a nice one, but yeah, low level. So, do you have any more quests from the Goblin Frontier, or was that the final one?
That was the final one.
Nice. So now what? Some maps maybe, or just do some, if you have some quests for the fame quest for the contracts, we can try and do those, or we can do some stuff in the Hybrid Frontier, get you some levels there. I can change characters maybe to my Forged, because you're doing a Realm Master.
We can go to Hibid. If you
Yeah,
want.
we can go to the Hybrid. I'm gonna switch to the Forged. I
Yup,
just
why
wanna
not?
sell some stuff here. And we can help you do some Hybrid quests. What's your Hybrid level, by the way? Oh, Papi is here.
It's 12.
He's a great member of the community. Created that fort planner, and I think he also is creating that, what's it called, the skill calculator.
I'm sure I've got something.
So what else do I need to do on this character? It's already got Hybrid gear equipped, I think. When it comes to defenses, yeah, mostly Hybrid and poison. So yeah, I think I'm ready. Throw me an invite when you are as well. And we're gonna go and get you some levels in the Hybrid Frontier.
Take a look around.
I'm gonna just spend some money on maps. Alright, I'm just gonna do it that way. So I'm just transferring all my money into maps, and then when I need money I can always sell the maps to the NPC. Which zone? If you're 12, I'm assuming it's this zone. Bogwood Hollow, probably. The third zone. Or is it on the second zone still, your quest?
Yup. Bogwood Hollow.
Alright. That's where we're gonna go. How's your high beat defenses and poison defenses with your gear?
It says 53%.
Nice. That's quite nice. Where do you see those percentages? Also, where exactly in the hive it is your quest? Like the Green Dark, the Underlakes, the Ember Grotto, Shady Retreat?
It's in character menu. Or inventory.
53%, but what is 53%? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about gear work, crit chance, crit damage?
I need to destroy armor crystals.
Oh, okay.
And kill Shri.
I'm not sure where this is. Is it not saying in which zone? In which map? If it needs to be in the Bogwood Hollow, I'm not seeing Shri spawning here. But armor crystals can be killed any place, and that's a nice thing.
Oh.
Shri was in one of the maps, but I can't remember in which map. So you might want to check
Dark.
your quest. The Green Dark, okay. So it's pretty near to where we were. Just need to walk back a bit.
That spell cannot be cast.
This Shri is one of the annoying enemies, I think. There is one of those map bosses that just keeps running away from you. And it's very fast, and it's so annoying to catch if you're doing a melee build. And I think that's exactly the one that does this.
Your pack is full. You are overloaded.
I've got more room for crap items to loot on this dude. Oh, something's happened to the cooldown of Vortex Bomb. I guess that was for a moment there. For a moment there my cooldown was longer than it should be. See, it's 1.8 seconds, but sometimes it goes to something that's more than 1.8 seconds. Which I don't know how, but it seems to be a bug. So yeah, the cooldown is 1.8 seconds on this one for me, with my items. Let's try it now. Okay. I guess it just glitches sometimes showing the wrong number. What did I change? I've changed something on my gear. Vortex, vortex, vortex. 84% cooldown reduction. I've gotten this over 100%. I've gotten it to like 115% cooldown reduction, which basically anything over 100 is overkill, because with 100 you really have no cooldown on this skill. But the problem is not the cooldown. Most of the time the hit building takes more than the cooldown you can get. Even if you have it with 0 cooldown, you're still gonna need to do a few hits to build the hit with tracking strike. And if you wanna build maxed out hit, I need 3 casts to build it. To have the maximum damage possible for Vent Vortex Bomb. And that's without putting points into Shotgun Blast, because Shotgun Blast gives heat dissipation, and you want to get rid of all heat dissipation with this build, so that you build heat quicker, be able to do the bombs quicker. And that stuns, and it also allows you to heal up, chance to heal when hitting stunned enemies. So yeah, pretty nice if you have chance to stun gear, or if you try and
Wish
do
they
it
make
quick
some
enough.
ranged class.
Oh, there will be coming some ranged
I want those
weapons.
shotgun knees so bad.
You've seen on the travel board probably that they've made some rifles and pistols already as concept art. So what we need to find out is whether there will be a single class that would be using those, or whether everyone would be able to be using those. We'll see. It could be like the rail hammer, that only the new class would be able to use it, and the new class might be someone that uses pistols and rifles. Or it could be something that every class could equip. And the new class could be something completely different, something that has nothing to do with pistols and rifles. I'm really looking forward to hearing more info about this. Hopefully before the end of the year they would provide us some info about what's to come. I mean, we have enough info, but not detailed info. We know that there's gonna be a new class, and that's all we know. We don't have any information about what it would be. And we do know that there's gonna be ranged weapons, but that's all we know. That they're just gonna exist, that they're gonna be a thing. I think we're getting close to 3. Yeah, we can see his health bar. Careful, by the way, this guy can hit hard if he hits you. And as I said, he's very annoying because he keeps running away. Thankfully, with that damage we have, he died pretty quickly.
Your inventory is full.
All right. Alright, next off, you probably need to go and turn in. I'm gonna go to my fort in the meantime. Get some gear broken down into pieces. Get those dust particles, essences. Wow, it's already 10:35. Normally I would keep streaming until 2 hours from now, but we'll see. I did kind of wake up too early this morning. I think my pet woke me up at around 6:30 in the morning. So I've been up for quite some time. So maybe we'll see, maybe half an hour or an hour more I can do before I feel too tired and go get some rest. We'll see. But yeah, normally my stream goes until midnight or so, which is 2 hours from now. Oh, this is actually with the pet. Can't cancel him selling the stuff. But what I can do is before he sells the stuff. Oh no, I can't return it. I'm getting there. As I said, my goal is to try and get 100 legendary essences. I can actually easily get that if I scrap all my gear from my Mew characters. And all that items
Can't open boss
that I'm
chest
storing
Mer.
here. Oh, sometimes they get glitched. They know about this. That's reported that on certain places those boss chests in the Hybrid Frontier cannot be opened. It could be a bit frustrating, but don't worry about it. Gear comes and goes in the game. And since you're leveling up, you're out leveling your gear every few levels until you reach like level 30 something in the Frontier. Then it slows down a bit, then a certain item could last you a few levels. Like let's say you find a level 30 legendary, then it could probably last you until level 35. And at level 35 maybe a blue item might end up being a bit better if it has the right stats and maybe some enchantment slots. And after 35, 40, etc. you see how slow leveling goes, and then keeping an item definitely is worth it because it could last you for a while. So what's the next quest? Let me know when you're ready where to port. I'm assuming it's gonna be in the same zone, in the Bogwood Hollow, but it's gonna be in the Ember Grotto or in the Shady Retreat. Or maybe you actually have a quest in both of them. So Ember Grotto, Shady Retreat. I'm gonna be killing some of those random enemies around there.
Ember Grotto /
Ember Grotto. This one was over there. Okay. I can see the trail of carnage someone has left. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was another guy in that public zone. Ember Grotto. There. No, actually that's not the way. Wrong way. Oh, there's an unnamed enemy somewhere around here. Okay. Acid breath. Let's see. Why? Wait, why do I have running partner on this dude? Oh, I've been using running partner because I've been probably speed running stuff. Whoa, this guy almost one-shot me. What the? He ain't messing around, that's for sure. I heard the sound for when elites spawn, but I did not see where those elites spawned. Okay. No more enemies here. Oh, you're already here, okay. Coming. I'm loving this shield on the forged. It's pretty nice having that extra damage reduction from a Realm Master on a forge that plays up close and personal. Oh, and more enemies. I'm wondering what the quest would be here. And try and stun walk them. Okay.
We need to inspect tentacles. And kill
Inspect
boss.
tentacles, okay. That's gonna be easy. Inspecting those tentacles. There's quite a lot of those in those dungeons. The boss is this way, and then we're gonna backtrack to get some tentacles inspected. Oh, legendary stuff. Give me that essence. There's a boss chest as well. Let's see. Steampunk stuff with bleeding, crit damage, knockback. Yeah, it's definitely gonna give me some essence. Let's see what's this way. Maybe there's some tentacles there. Yeah, I don't see tentacles here. I see this one though. Oh, this one, no, that's not it. I really don't see tentacles on this map. What the hell? Normally there's like shit tons of them. Maybe that's made on purpose on this specific fixed map for the quest to not have them, or I don't know. Maybe it needs to be inspected in a different place. Seems weird. Where did we miss one? Do you still have that objective to inspect tentacles? Oh, a legendary from a chest, from a bountiful chest. Book Smasher. It's a legendary one-handed mace. I've probably never seen this, or maybe I've seen it but I've forgotten.
Yes, I have it.
Okay.
Still gotta
Chance to
do it.
stun, extra stun duration. Oh, that's a nice one. I wanna find a level 50 Book Smasher for this build with the healing on when hitting stunned enemies. It will be a great synergy. Well, let's see if it can be done outside of this zone. I'm gonna go in front of that. Maybe it can be done in the public zone. Does it say that it has to be done in this zone, or does it just say to inspect tentacles and that's it?
Oh, I found it.
Oh, nice. Was it one of those standard tentacles or was it something like slightly different, special for the quest?
I think it was slightly different.
Yeah, it must have been, because what I was looking for I couldn't find. So it probably was something that only you could see and recognize due to you having the quest and me not having it. Oh, another, wow, it's raining legendaries and this guy doesn't even have legendary farming setup. It only has 15% gearwork chance on this guy when in its solo. So it gave me that Ikerbane shield. Ikerbane with 2 enchant slots and 2 additional bolts fired on shock, extra reduction to the poison duration, HP and chance to block. That's pretty solid item. If I had a level 50 version of this with those 2 enchant slots, I would have been using it for this frontier instead of that one. There's some named enemy there, I wanna see what it would drop. Grub Grub, oh that's my favorite Grub Grub. Come on Grub Grub. Show me how you're on Nup Nup.
Your life is slipping
Look at that, he almost got me with that poison. He's gonna be a tough one. Oh boy, Grub Grub can shoot some chained punches. I gotta wait for the pet to return.
Your pack is full.
Let's see if Grub Grub was guarding something. Was Grub Grub a scrub scrub? Or was he not?
Your pet is back.
I'm assuming your next one would probably be in the Shady Retreat.
Now we need to go to Shady Retreat.
Yeah, as I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, this will probably be my last map before I end the stream because I'm really getting tired. So I'm gonna go to bed early, read a comic book or something to get me to fall asleep. But I probably I probably might just instantly fall asleep as I go and lay in the bed. It's that kind of moment. Normally when this moment passes, I don't feel as sleepy, but if I manage to catch that moment and go to bed during that moment when I feel super sleepy, it's pretty nice. So I'm over here already. I'm gonna wait and not kill much stuff. I'm just gonna kill those first few enemies at the start, because I don't know what you need to be killing. Don't want to end up killing your enemies. Some of the forge gear does look very weird, but
I
looks
need
kind
egg
of weird.
pods.
Egg pods, perfect. I have not killed any of them yet in this zone. Alright, I see you. Here that resource shrine. A lot of egg pods, that's kinda good for you. Are you getting the kills when I'm killing them far from you, or how many kills did you get for egg pods so far? I think you should have gotten 3 or 4.
Now's the boss.
Oh, now's the boss, okay.
Yup, got them all.
Can't catch that here.
Some heavy gliders, nice. Is the boss in the next room? The alcove. I'm assuming that's where it is. It's over here.
It's not.
Oh, it's not there, okay. I think it should be here
Or-
in the alcove.
The quest doesn't say it.
Well, is there a question mark on the door? Like a question mark that's indicating a quest in that
But let's
other
check.
zone. Cause that's where he is, Quats. Oh, he spawns now. Okay,
Wow.
and I had a fame quest for him if I
One
remember
shot.
correctly.
Carrot D.
Yeah, this one's a heavy one. I'm not letting him hit me, but look at how many enemies there were trying to hit you. Did it count the kill though for you while you were dead? Oh, I hate it when the gear is close to a portal. Hard to loot.
Yup, it counted.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go to my fort quickly, get rid of some wood. I am gonna keep that bug smasher though, even though it's low level item, I'm gonna keep it just for visuals. I try to have at least one copy of every unique legendary in the game. For purposes, be it build making or other. Yeah, did get some decent stuff for essence grind. 19 more legendary essences would be needed to get that goal of 100. Where to put that book smasher now? This one's already got something in it. This one doesn't have anything in it. Oh, and I've got some green stuff as well. Then my green essence is rapidly growing as well, almost 600 there. So yeah, that's gonna be thanks dude for the party, and to the rest of my stream, guys, thanks for watching and just for being here regardless on which platform. Remember to join the giveaway if you need a chance to win one alpha key for the game.
Thanks for the help.
Lots of love and respect to everyone. Keep it cool, and until next time, Struck Club. See you around. Goodbye.
It was nice to play with you. Bye. Likewise.